I'm gonna start with the Kings.
All right.
So Kings haven't made the playoffs in like 16 or 17 years. Um, De'Aaron Fox, they drafted 5 years ago, turned into their franchise player. Was looked really good this year. Um, in like his first 4 or 5 years, team was nowhere near. Or 1 year they were close, but nobody really saw them as a playoff team. They've really been picked to make the playoffs. Last year, they trade away Tyrese Halliburton to get Sabonis as like a win now move. We saw half a season of it in which De'Aaron Fox was playing his best basketball. Sabonis was looking good, but the wins still weren't really piling up. We are 7 or 8 games into the season. This season. Anyway, well, they're 3-5, and it took a game winner against the Orlando Magic to be 3-5 and not be 2-6. I think it's time for them to rebuild. I think they're gonna realize that sooner rather than later, that the De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis tandem isn't gonna be one that can take them to a playoff spot in the Western Conference. Like on paper, this dynamic duo is really good. Like it's two all stars, and you got a pretty good supporting cast with highlighted by Keegan Murray. Um, Harrison Barnes was supposed to be a part of that good supporting cast, but goodness, he's shooting 18.5% from three. Um, Malik Monk has looked a little better, but like long story short, this is not really a playoff team, honestly, and I don't think is Mike Brown, right? That's
Yeah,
his name.
Mike Brown.
I don't really think Mike Brown is the coach to take them to the playoffs. Um, I think this team just has a hard ceiling right now, as currently constructed, and I think they're closer to a rebuild than really contending, honestly. And I think that they should just probably offload Fox and
Wow.
Sabonis sooner rather than later
Wow.
and start building around Keegan Murray. You still got Davion Mitchell, who isn't getting as much playing time as he got last year, so his stats are a little down, but he had a really promising year last year. Keegan Murray's looked really good. Those can be two of your prime building blocks moving forward. And yeah, uh, trade Fox for some
So
first
what would
round picks
you?
and stuff,
Okay.
and Sabonis. But
Damn.
I don't think you can get first for Sabonis really. Maybe you can get a couple, but not like a lot. A lot. You probably get one or two. But I think it's time for a clean slate for them, man.
I feel like Fox is one of those players. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be a good thing to trade him. I agree with trading Sabonis, but I don't know about Fox because he's to me he's a solid player in this league.
Of course, he's a solid player in this league.
But I wouldn't
I'm not
want
saying
I wouldn't want to trade him.
I would want to trade Fox if I'm a Sacramento Kings GM because Fox deserves to be on a fucking contending team. It's my fault that he hasn't been
Yeah,
on a contending team because I haven't been able to build one around him, and he's starting to waste his prime years in Sacramento.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
starting to do so. I think Fox was in the same draft as Donovan Mitchell, and Donovan Mitchell made the playoffs every single year in Utah.
That's a good point.
Fox hasn't had one playoff appearance at all. At fucking all, bro. And
So
it's not like if you're trading away Fox and resetting, it's not like you're throwing away an opportunity or like an opportunity based off of recent success. There's been no recent success to base it off of
yeah,
at all.
they've been bad. So what would you? So would you just want to get a bunch of picks for Fox? Would you want to get like some? How you just would want picks,
I would
right? I'm
prioritize
assuming.
picks.
Yeah. What about for Sabonis? Same thing.
Hmm.
Because I don't think
Probably no. Probably
you
like
can't get as much
young
on this.
pieces. I was
All
mad
right.
when they made the trade for him. I thought they should have definitely fucking
Yeah.
kept Tyrese Halliburton.
You were a big fan of him.
Definitely, bro. Definitely would have kept him. Tried a little backcourt of De'Aaron and Tyrese, and if it didn't work out, I definitely would have traded De'Aaron and
Wow.
built around Tyrese Halliburton.
I mean, people were saying if you had to let one of them, some people were saying Fox because Tyrese had so much potential, and
Yeah.
he's showing it right now with Indiana.
And this is not at all to say that Fox is a bad player. He's having the
No,
best
no,
year of his
no.
career. But the bottom line is the fact that this team hasn't sniffed playoff contention at all.
I
And
get you.
sometimes it's both sides that need a fresh start.